but a couple of takeaways that is going to be super, super important that I was able to see even more convincingly when I was next to you is the preparation must be good if you want to have a chance on both of your shots. So let me recap.
Yes.
On your forehand, when you see it's a forehand, you can immediately go into this position and
Pushing
set up and
somebody.
pushing somebody.
Yes.
Now on the backhand is going to be a little bit different. You can't go like this on the backhand. So you're going to go, so imagine me hitting this way. I'm going to go.
Before you go to the backhand, like
Yeah.
you're pushing somebody,
Yeah,
and then with the left hand, can you like clarify for me?
yeah,
Because I understand it's kind of like,
yeah. See,
but I want to know like what is this
the only
doing
thing,
in the biomechanics of the
the
body?
only thing that you need to think about
Yeah.
is getting the left hand out of the way. Can you give me the ball right there? I'm going to show you a drill. And we've done this one before.
Yeah.
So this is the drill that I do with like entry-level players. You go right here, you can see. So this is the perfect explanation of what the left hand does on the forehand. I'm going to stretch it out over here. I'm going to push somebody.
We did that.
Now I'm going to let the ball go. As soon as I let it go, I'm going to start pulling it away. Now, it doesn't necessarily rotate the shoulders when you pull the arm away, but you need to start rotating the shoulders as you're pulling your left arm away. That is the main purpose of the left arm. And then as it's going around the body, it needs to tuck in so you have space for the racket to finish on this side. Okay, so basically the left hand can help the shoulders to rotate. So take a look here. I'm going to drop this ball. Watch, my left hand is going to get out of the way as soon as I drop the ball, and it's helping me rotate the shoulders.
So it's not like using its leverage.
Nah,
Actually,
not like
it's
that.
Just
It's got nothing to do.
so it doesn't bother.
The key on the forehand is that, here, I'll show you over here this side. The key on the forehand is that when you hit the forward phase, you know what the forward phase is? When the butt cap is pointing towards the other side. When you hit this phase on the forehand,
Right.
your chest needs to be open.
Before the, well, it's kind of already the
All right,
loop is
so the way we're going to do that is by starting the rotation early. And where we're going to start it? In the racket drop, because we do have a loop. So when the racket drops, we start opening so that when we hit this, we already open. And now we continue going forward. We get the dominant shoulder in front at contact. We continue to rotate and finish like this.
But
Does
the
that make
left-
sense?
The left hand just retracts.
The left
So
hand
it
gets out of the
doesn't-
way, but it helps to rotate the shoulders. Does
Because
that
I've
make?
seen sometimes like tennis players do this and they lift it even.
They lift it in the air. I
Yeah,
never seen that. Never seen anyone go in the air. There's one guy that was going like this.
So
This guy called Gulbis, but they all do it a little bit different. Everybody has a little different style. Some have a little bit more straight here. Others will be a little bit more bent here, but it's all the same biomechanics. The
Yeah.
key on the forehand is that you don't want to be sideways when the racket goes forward. If you're here, you're guaranteed to make contact too far back because you're going to simultaneously go forward with the racket and rotate, and you'll make contact with the dominant shoulder behind. So what needs to happen is this side needs to get out of the way in the racket drop so that when you hit this, you're already open and you're guaranteed to make contact further in front. Make sense?
Because your chest and your racket kind of parallel to the ball, right?
It has to be at least parallel. On the pros, this shoulder gets actually ahead. They make contact here.
Yeah.
But you want to be at least parallel. You don't want to be behind. Now you're going to have problems because the body is blocking the racket here.
Yeah.
And you'll probably steer the ball forward.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.